So in this video we're going to be learning how to use PHP's built-in web server. So normally when we run PHP, we run it alongside a web server such as Apache or Nginx, but PHP also provides a built-in web server for development purposes. And we're going to learn how to set that up today because it's the simplest and easiest way to get started with PHP. So to get started with the PHP web server, all we do is we type the keyword PHP into our command line. That's how we access PHP if we want to run a PHP script. But here what we do is we provide a flag. So we type in minus and then we type in a capital S. That tells PHP that we want to use the built-in web server, and to that flag we have to provide the host that we want the server to listen on. So all we're going to put in is localhost, and we're going to put in the port 8000. So if I hit enter now, the web server is running, and now if I refresh, you can see this is the default page in the PHP web server, and the PHP web server will listen to whatever directory you're currently in. So in this case I'm in the PHP directory, and I've created an index file that just echoes hello world. So if I refresh now, you can see it echoes hello world, but if I was to go to any other file on the server, it's going to keep rendering the index page. So one thing we can do with the PHP server is we can provide a script to do the routing for us. So here is an example router script that's documented on the PHP website. I'll include a link in the video description, but what it does is it matches image files, and if it finds an image file that return false means we just display the image, we don't execute any PHP. Otherwise we're going to echo the default page. So if I copy this and paste it into the index page, I'll rename index to router, and I'll drag in the howCode logo. So now if I close that old script and I want to run the PHP web server with a routing script, the way I do it is I do exactly the same thing as before, php-s localhost port 8000. The next parameter I pass is just the script that I want to run. So the router script is called router.php. So if I hit enter now, all the requests are going to go through this router script. And you can see on the index page, we get welcome to PHP. But if I go to the logo.png file, it's going to show us the logo. So the reason this works is because by default, the index page that we provide to the PHP web server is going to be where all of the requests get routed to. So by passing this extra parameter called router.php, we're essentially just changing the index page. That's why earlier on, whenever we had our index page and we tried to go to a page that didn't exist, we got the index page printed out again. We didn't get a 404 error. That's because all of the requests are getting sent to the index page, and all we've done is change that so that they get sent to router.php. And in router.php, we're using the server directive in PHP to look at each request and determine how to route it. We could route requests in different ways. All we've done currently is route images because that's what we got from the PHP documentation. But we could route any kind of file that we want, and we could perform specific actions for PHP files and HTML files and static files like CSS and JavaScript. So we could use the PHP web server as a really simple, portable environment for developing our PHP apps. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. Also, don't forget to check out the new howcode.org. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time.